Hello, it's Lori with Giggle Girl Arts. I am sharing my B for book pages for Dear Julie Julie's December Dozen and Done challenge. Hashtag DDDJJC 2021. I will link her video description down below in the box. So the first thing I started was I used book pages from this old book, and I made one of these accordion files, I guess is what they're called. I've seen a whole bunch of people do them. I think the first person I saw do them was Roxy's Creations. I've seen a lot of other people do them. Then I made a whole bunch of these. Basically, they're like a library pocket. And then the third one I'm sharing right now is these mini Trifold Ephemera accordion ephemera holder, which was for Roxy's weekly challenge week 30, and I will link that down below in the description box. And I actually made more than 12 of these, and I just narrowed it down to a few. So that is what these started out like, and they'll be coming up. Okie dokie. So I've got my 12 book page items. And each one has 3 things. They were sprayed with paint. They were sprayed with mist. And then I added napkins. This little accordion one in. I don't know exactly where I'm going to put it yet, though. All right, let me figure out what I'm going to add to it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I've got my extra 3 items added, and I'm going to set that aside to dry. All right, next, once it dries, I'll go over everything that I've got. Here is the item I chose to put in my journal from book pages, my dozen book page items. It's the accordion ephemera holder. You can see here a little, so I first sprayed it with Dina Wakley's gloss paint spray. I'm probably saying that in the wrong order. It has a long title. And then Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist in a green color. I don't remember the exact color right now. And you can see the effect that the glimmer mist is like when it goes on the paint versus the part of the paper with no paint. Then the third thing I did was add napkin. And the 4th, 5th, and 6th thing were this ticket, flower, and the ribbon. The little bit of frick-rack ribbon right there. So if you made it this far into the video, make sure you stay tuned. I've got more coming up. But while you're here, be sure to leave a like and a comment. Tell me, was there one that you like better than the others? And don't forget to subscribe. Coming up next, I have my envelopes and my cards. And here they are. Alright, so I have my envelopes that each have 3 things done to them, and I need to pick one to add 3 more things as a total of 6. So let me show you what I finished first. So these are just some square envelopes, and I added a napkin, some part of an atlas, and then I inked the edges. I've got 4. So that is those. Then for my next set of 4, I have privacy envelopes. I haven't glued them together yet because I haven't figured out exactly how they're going to go in the journals that they go in. But as you can see, to show through the window, I added some map or atlas backing, and I inked all the edges, and then on this side I added a piece of scrapbook paper just to make this a little stronger. I figure these are probably going to end up being some kind of a flap pocket, so that's what I'm envisioning. And then for the last 4, I used 9x12 mailing envelopes. I painted each one with gesso, and I added a cluster and then napkin on top of that. And the collage clusters came from when I did the April All About That base Dear Julie Julie challenge. So again, you can see the cluster, and you can see it just a little bit through the napkin. I didn't go all the way to the edges on these large ones because I thought it's possible I'll be trimming them down. I don't know the full size of the journal I'll be putting them in. Now this one I had book page, and I added napkin to it before, and they were just sitting in my junk box, and so I went ahead and stamped on these for an additional piece. So those are my dozen envelopes. That's the one I'm going to use for this journal and add 3 more things to. Alright, so after I added the 3 additional embellishing items to this one, I came up with this. What I added was this rickrack ribbon, an image I cut into a stamp with my postal scissors, and then I canceled it with a cancellation stamp. And I'll show you a few close-ups of each of the envelopes. And while I'm showing you those, I wanted to say a quick hello and thanks to 3 viewers that left a comment. First, there's April Storm Paper Studio. Hi, April. Thank you. Next is Gothic Circle. Hello. Thank you very much for all your kind comments. And the third one is Sandra Chenko. I hope I said that right. If I mispronounced it, Sandra, let me know. Hello. Thank you. All right, and next I'll get into showing C for cards. For my cards, I started out with 5 greeting cards. And these are the front, and I inked edges. I did a collage cluster, and then on top of that, I added napkin, and some of them you can see through better than the others. There. So that is those. Then next I used some playing cards, and these either came from Jenny Lee or Bonnie. So if you're watching, ladies, let me know which one of you sent these. And again, I inked edges. I added a collage cluster and napkin. And then this one I had in my stash, and I added the collage cluster on the front and the napkin on the back. And for the last three, I used index cards. So again, I inked edges, I added a collage cluster, and then added napkin on each one. And then the one that I picked to go in the journal is this one. And I added 3 more things. I added some rickrack ribbon and a digital, as well as a flower. All right, so that is my 12 items for E envelopes and C cards for Dear Julie Julie's December Dozen and Done Junk Journal Challenge 2021. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Tell me what was your favorite down in the comments. Bye. Thanks.